Breland. Have you been keeping up with it?
He's completely lost his mind. Completely lost his mind.
One has to objectively question Wilder's sanity.
When you start talking about yourself in the third person, you know, kings, let me tell you what kings do. What are you talking about? Kings.
Wilder went crazy, called Breland ungrateful. I mean, made no sense. I mean,
yeah, kings, because I'm a king. You're not king. You've got baby.
He's living in a different universe now.
You could become king, but you're not at the moment. And, you know, he's like, well, the reason that Mark Breland's doing this, and I've thought this all along, he's actually jealous of me.
I would be more offended by it and more incredulous if the former president of the United States hadn't been just as ridiculous.
Those are the words of Eddie Hearn and Bob Arum as they discuss the sanity or the mindset or the mentality of Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. A lot of these guys are going to say the same thing, and I knew this was going to happen. You know, the more he talks, the more he gets himself into these type of opinionated things. Now, Wilder said that he doesn't care about people's opinion. We debunked that. We counterpunched that right away. I feel now more than ever, Deontay Wilder should start fighting and stop talking. Get a fight with someone credible and continue your career. Either do that or retire, because at this point, the only thing we've heard are rumors, more rumors, and opinions. Accusations and opinions. That's all we've heard from Wilder. Okay? And this time last year, he was undefeated. He was a WBC heavyweight champion of the world with 10 title defenses. Now he is not. Now, what Eddie Hearn was saying, you're a king, what are you talking about? King of what? Well, if we are talking about each other, a lot of us will say, hey, what's going on, king? I see you, king. That's probably what he meant, but I think maybe he meant, you know, I think he feels he's still champion because he feels he was cheated. Even though he knows he has no proof of any of this shit, like all those liars said that he did, claimed that he did, swore that he did, was told that he did have proof, like undeniable proof. This type of proof is going to put Tyson Fury behind bars. It's going to be some criminal offenses. It's going to be like folks are going to ride and march and riot and shit and be angered by this and stuff like that. And this is how it's going to be. Watch and see. This is what's going to happen. What happened? Not a fucking thing. Not a fucking thing happened, okay? We seen Wilder go to court, he goes to mediation for money. For money. He goes to mediation for money. And he's like, okay, well, this is what this is. This is what I want for not having a third fight. The particular fight that's supposed to happen didn't happen because of whatever. Right? I mean, it was because of the coronavirus or because of the contract expired. Well, what was it? And then when he saw or thought that Tyson Fury was going to leave that equation, then all of a sudden he grew a voice. But the voice that he grew wasn't really what people expected. Okay, I wished he wouldn't have said what he said, because now it's a personal thing between him and Fury. So he's opened a can of worms, and he has blamed everybody except himself. Mark Breland, JD's, Tyson Fury for cheating, not doing the right thing, the referee, the suit with the two guys made for him, the possible steroid allegations. See, all this stuff was around the bend, okay? This is what this was. And it was one of these situations where I said, hey, look, I don't know what Wilder's going to say. It was the bicep. And the bicep, everything was shitty. Everything had a, no, that didn't happen. This really happened to it. So what are we left with Wilder? A bunch of talk, a bunch of accusations, and a bunch of opinions. Opinionated people that think they know this about it, that's close to Wilder, that says this, that says that. You heard all these channels over here talking about all this shit, and they can't prove anything. You had Deontay's Boxing Nation and his bitch flunky talking about, oh, well, you know, they got undeniable evidence and this, that, and the other. And it all came down to money. At the end of the day, that's what it came down to. Okay, and now you have guys like Bob Arum and Eddie Hearn, credible licensed promoters, really questioning what the fuck is wrong with this guy. See, had everything been promised and everything should have came to a head when Deontay Wilder's supposed to have what they said they have. If you talk, here's the moral of the story, people. If you talk that much shit, or you let people talk that much shit about you in your defense, you better have something to back it up. That's the moral of the story. And they did not. They just wanted fucking money at the end of the day. It didn't matter if he won or lose. He was pissed that fight wasn't going to happen. So if he lost the fight or didn't, he was going to get that bread. And the type of bread that he ain't seen his whole career except the last fight. And that last fight, he got his ass whooped. Okay, that was the type of money that he was not accustomed to, and he wanted a little taste of that again before either getting out of the sport or landing that lucky right ass hand that he seems to land all the times except that other fight, the fight that happened this month, last year. Okay, so I think looking forward in Wilder, put up or shut up, because people are going to now think that you're fucking retarded. Okay, think that you don't have good sense by the things that you're doing right now. And if he's turning down fights with Charles Martin and other people because he's not getting enough money, that's just adding more insult to injury. So again, Wilder at this point, because it's redundant. It's either he's going to put up, shut up, get out, and that's it. Okay, that's basically all that he could possibly do at that point of time. Okay, so where these guys are talking about him, they have room to talk about him because he shouldn't have let these people put him out and make him walk the plank so damn far to the point he either has to jump, right, or he can't turn back around. Okay? So he needs to fight someone credible to get over this. Okay, because that's what happens. Look, here's the cushion, people. He ain't the only one that did it. George Foreman said he did. He had a shitload of excuses when Ali beat him. Okay. Mike Tyson did it. Okay. He had a lot of excuses too. He admitted that too. So Deontay ain't the only person that done that. But he does need to move on. Like all those other fighters moved on with their careers. If Deontay Wilder stops fighting right now, he's going to always be remembered for this same bullshit. And it's not going to be pretty. But anyway, that's my counterpunch on that, guys. You guys tell me what you think about Bob Arum and Eddie Hearn speaking on Deontay Wilder. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.